Hello, everyone. I'm so happy to be joining you all tonight. We're going to wait a few moments to get started so that people can jump on board. Um, but we're going to learn some relaxation techniques tonight, and I'm just so excited to be with you all. Uh, for those of you who may not know me, my name is Nicole. I'm the Family and Parent Programs Coordinator at camp, and this evening, our program is specifically for our parents and caregivers. Really, we just want to acknowledge that being a parent or caregiver, you're in a tough spot right now. Many of you are trying to balance work, schooling from home, maybe taking care of other relatives, and still keeping on top of all the medical needs your kids have. Got a lot going on. So, in case you haven't heard it today, from anyone. We see you, we appreciate you. You are all wonderfully capable people and are definitely enough to get your family through this. I'm hoping tonight we can bring some calm into your day, but just sending lots of positive camp vibes your way tonight. We're going to be learning a few grounding exercises. And campers, you can participate in this too, of course, but we encourage you to go and get a parent or caregiver to help you learn these techniques. So if you're a camper, pause, go get a parent or caregiver, and then come back and watch with us, because we want to make sure everybody's safe. What are grounding exercises? Well, they're things you can do to help focus or calm your brain when you're feeling overwhelmed or when you're feeling excited. Sometimes happy emotions can skew us a little bit too. So they help us pay attention to what's going on in our body, what we're feeling, and they're just a good way to calm down. So the first one I'm going to be teaching you, we're gonna go ahead and jump in. Hopefully people can catch up as we go. But the first one I'm going to teach you is called belly breathing. You might know it by some other names. There's a lot out there. The more technical one is diaphragmatic breathing. But everybody's body reacts to stress differently. So, you don't know what you're going to get. But for many of us, when we're stressed out, our breathing moves up into the top of our chest here. And that's why sometimes it's hard to catch your breath when you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed, because you're like, it's really hard when your breathing should be coming from your diaphragm and from lower. So belly breathing helps us chill out, take a nice long breath, and help calm our body down a little bit. So in a little bit, what I'm going to ask you to do is put a hand on your chest and one on your belly. I'm sorry you can't see all of me. The options were either full Nicole but blurry, or close Nicole and you can see my face. So I went with the second option. Hopefully that's okay. But we'll do what we can. So you have one hand here and one hand on your stomach. And you're going to imagine that you're filling your stomach with air. So you're going to kind of push out when you inhale, and you're going to release it when you exhale. So yeah, that's how it works. And we breathe in through our nose and out through our mouth. So I'm going to show you first, and then you can jump in. So, and the top hand, it really shouldn't move at all. It should stay just about where it's at. So we breathe in. Okay, why don't you give it a try with me? We're going to put our hand on our chest, not moving. Bottom one should move. We're going to breathe in. We're going to do this 5 times, and we'll breathe in for 4 or 5 seconds, breathe out for 4 or 5 seconds. So nice and slow. So first one here. And one more. That's all there is to it. And it's just a really great way to quick recenter and calm down a little bit. The next one I'm going to teach you, I know as the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 exercise. I'm sure, again, there's many other names for it. It's just what I know it as. But the idea with this one is to calm your brain down by paying attention to your 5 senses. So we've got touch, sight, sound, smell, taste. We're going to start by taking a few of those belly breaths, and then we'll notice 5 things you feel, 4 things you see, 3 things you smell, no, 3 things you hear, 2 things you smell, and 1 thing you taste. Yeah, I'm gonna demonstrate it for you. Also know that like everyone, might be better at one sense or another, so you can skew those up however you want to. That's just how it works for me. Okay, so normally you do this in your head, but I don't want you just, staring at the screen and at me for a bit. So I'm gonna say it out loud so you get how it goes, and then you'll jump in with me on the next one. Okay, so first, couple deep breaths. Okay, 5 things I feel. So I feel the chair underneath me, the slippers I'm wearing. I feel the pillow behind me, my hair on my shoulders, and I feel my hand in my lap. I see my computer. I wish I could see you all, but I see the computer. I see the table. I see some photos on the wall. And I see my sweatshirt, which is over there. I hear, not much right now. Everyone's being really quiet. But I hear some footsteps. I hear kind of the wind against the windows. And I hear a car going by. I smell the candle I have burning over here. And some of the rain that's been happening all day. And I taste, well, I had some chocolate earlier, so I taste a little bit of chocolate. And that's it. That's all there is to it. So this time I'm going to ask that you do it with me. I'll kind of count us through it, like we're on 5 things we feel right now. And so on. And I'll pause between each one so that you have time to think through what you're sensing. So, hand on your chest, hand on your stomach, and 2 deep breaths. Five things you feel. Four things you see. Three things you hear. Two things you smell. And one thing you taste. Great, you did it. Well, I'm sure you all did very well at that. And we have one more exercise to teach you tonight. This one is a tense and release, and how this works is we're going to start at our toes and work all the way up through our entire body, tensing and releasing our muscles. When I say tensing, what I mean is like tightening. So like this are tense fists, and these are relaxed ones. So tense, relax, tense, relax. The idea behind this one is that by intentionally, like on purpose, tensing and releasing our muscles, we notice more what it feels like to be relaxed. So, like when I'm stressed out, I could go around all day with my muscle, like my shoulders, all tense and not notice it if I'm not paying attention to what it feels like when they're relaxed. So, the idea here is by like purposely doing this, our bodies are learning what it means to be relaxed, and we can help ourselves out by paying attention to that. So you're going to do this one with me right from the start, because I'm just going to walk us through it. It's pretty self-explanatory. Like I said, start in our toes and work all the way up till our whole body is tense and release. We'll hold everything for like 5 seconds. So we'll like tense for 5 seconds and release for 5 seconds. So let's give it a go. So we'll start in our toes. And again, I'm sorry you can't see my toes, but I promise I am doing this with you. So tighten our toes. 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to do our whole foot. So foot and toes. Tense. 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now all the way up to our knees. So everything below our knees. We're going to tense. 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to do our entire lower body. So everything below your waist, you're going to tense. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to add in our stomach. Really work on those abs, those core muscles. So tighten. 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. 2, 3, 4, 5. Next, we're going to go on up to our shoulders. Tighten. 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to add in our arms. So our arms to our toes. Tighten. 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to add in our hands and our fingers. So tighten. 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to go all the way up to our neck. So all the way up to here. Tighten. 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to do our whole body. So our toes all the way up to the top of our head. Don't ask me how you're supposed to tighten your scalp. Just give it a try. Maybe we could tighten our face, like make a tight face. So we'll give it a go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. 2, 3, 4, 5. Shake it out a little bit. Take a few of those nice big breaths. And help that tension just kind of melt away. And that's all I've got, folks. I really appreciate being with you tonight. I hope you all have a relaxing evening. And you should stay tuned tomorrow, because tomorrow we're doing our recycled fashion with Katie Grace. So have a good evening, everyone. Bye.